Hello everyone, I am Sacrobolic, your envoy of hope, and welcome to What I Watched This Week. This week I started off with How Clumsy You Are, Miss Ueno, or something like that. This is about a young genius inventor girl using all of her scientific knowledge to try and seduce the stupidest guy on the planet. Like, she keeps trying to, tell him her feelings, and honestly, she's trying to seduce him, basically. But she's too shy to just come out and say it or actually do anything herself, so she keeps trying to get him to do things to her, but he doesn't seem to be taking the hint. And, it gets to, there's a flashback where they show that she wrapped herself in, ribbons, and had, a sign on her that said, eat me, and he apparently still didn't fucking get the hint. So, I mean, this guy is fucking dumb as shit. And she creates these, crazy inventions. She built a robot, she created a pair of pants that lets her sit on air, she created a swimsuit that lets her swim in air. So she's this fucking genius, but all of her talents are going to seducing this one dumb motherfucker who's honestly a little bit of an asshole. Overall, I actually found it to be pretty fucking cute, and I thought it was funny, and I liked it. So there you go. I don't hate everything. Speaking of not hating everything, then I watched That Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime. This is about a Japanese general contractor that gets stabbed by a dude on the street for no apparent reason. Literally, that scene is so fucking stupid and poorly conceived. I don't understand how it got through any sort of editing. But anyway, gets stabbed, dies, gets reincarnated as a slime, and then due to a series of lucky circumstances, ends up super powerful and the leader of his own nation. As far as it goes, it's basically like your average isekai thing, where the guy gets reincarnated, he gets some crazy abilities that are fucking broken as shit in the setting around him, and then you just see him develop his harem and friends and etc, etc, etc. It does do a few interesting things that I don't see being done often, which is that I appreciate it takes full advantage of its isekai setting, in that the main character is not the only person from another world. He's not even the only person from Japan, and throughout the course of the series, he meets at least 6 other people who are from, if not specifically Japan, from somewhere else, And I appreciate that, and it's something I don't see done very often. I saw it done in Grimgar, but Grimgar didn't capitalize on it at all, and Slime absolutely does. 7 people. And he actually convinces people because he's one of the latest incarnations into this world, by telling people what they missed in Japan while they were over in the New World, which I think that's a pretty clever way of doing it. It also puts a lot of importance on the naming of monsters, which I'm not sure is an intentional callback to the importance of names and mythology, but it is certainly an interesting aspect of it, and I appreciate it. It has another thing, but I don't remember what that was off the top of my head, because I'm very tired. So yeah, that's the time I got reincarnated into slime. Pretty damn enjoyable. And I think, if anything, this proves that every time I feel like I hate all anime, I just watch something, I find something, and I'm like, I don't hate all anime, I just hate most of it. And, and I think a lot of that has to do with the trends that media goes through, not just anime, but all media in general, tends to go through trends, and there's a lot of same ideas that come up time and again in specific media. And painting an entire creative medium with a broad brush isn't the best thing to do, because then you start making broad statements like, man, I can't stand watching anime anymore, and then you watch How Clumsy Are You, Miss Ueno, and you're like, nope, I'm fucking dumb. Anime's just a medium, and there are gonna be their ups and there are gonna be their downs, but I feel like at the end it's probably a medium that I feel is worth sticking with. For now, at least. Anyway, I've been Sacrobolic, your envoy of hope, and that was what I watched this week, and a little bit of side thoughts for some reason. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.